really mean. But we ain't supposed to be like that. We supposed to be like our God. Jesus was meek, lowly, he was kind, he was caring. And we have the whole definition of love. Love, patient, love, kind. That's how we gotta be.
All right. Well, what I was trying to do before the
And we're back. And we're
nonsense.
back.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we'll be back quickly. It's not gonna take that long. But yeah, just a funny way to let you know not
What
to.
game is this?
This is nothing yet, but we're gonna show you a clip of what happens when one part of a body decides that it's gonna be the main attraction and do everything and not listen to their team or anything of the sort. Um, Yeah, they it comes back.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da!
I
All
wanted
right.
to wave with everybody else. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, okay, I guess. All right.
No, no, no!
This is what you know.
Wasting your time, drinking that wine, smoking that smoke, doing that coke, dealing that dope.
Oh wait, I can hear it. Can you hold on? Give me 1 second.
Kimber's face.
Hold on.
Kimber's like, what is that?
I gotta. I forgot to do
Somebody
shit,
handing
so
out bricks.
let's see.
No, no, no!
Oh, that was the other team.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you know what?
He's going to be YouTube famous.
There.
He said, so this is what happens when you
Oh, I was saying, so this is just an example of somebody who does not listen to their team. They don't help their team. They don't assist their team. Yeah, and everybody be able to see this. And you just go off and do whatever you want to do. And you think that you are the masters.
You are not the master.
No, no, no!
Wasting your time, drinking that wine, smoking that smoke, doing that coke, dealing that dope, giving up hope, gang banging, gang banging, horrible.
That's it. 1 for 10. We're gonna pause this right here. This.
Oh, the YouTube people didn't see it, but the Zoom did.
Oh, they didn't see it.
No.
All right, are we gonna play it again so the Zoom people can see,
Well, so the
the
YouTube
YouTube
people
people can see it too?
They
But
could hear the song, but they couldn't see the
you,
video.
you see how bad this is. 1 for 10. Now keep in mind, this was a simple game to 21 points. This man took 10 shots and only hit one, and as you can see, the team only scored a total of 11 points
He
after
should have
taking
an F. How
17
does he have a
shots.
C?
You know, just to let you know what happens when you're selfish like this. Your teammates no longer want to play with you. This game was so bad that the rest of his teammates just stopped coming to the court. They just stopped playing all together and just sat in the backcourt and waited for him. But we gonna play. We gonna let the YouTube people here. We're gonna let them see it once some
Sorry
more.
about that. We were busy laughing at this. We realized you didn't see what we were saying. So that's the absolute worst. That is not a team player.
It's not at all. He's a horrible team player, actually. All right, let me see something. So let's resume our share.
They ruin the sport for everybody.
Yeah, because
and then they wind up getting $44 million contracts that they can opt into for the next season.
Yeah, because this person believed that they were better than their teammates and that they were
Ah, there
going
we go. There we go.
to dribble back and forth and that they were going to score all the points and they were going to win. But instead, it turned out to be this.
No, no, no! Grab it! Grab
Wasting
it!
your time, drinking that wine, smoking that smoke, doing that
What is this?
coke, dealing that dope,
What's up?
giving up hope, gang banging, gang banging, gang
Pass to your
banging,
teammates.
staying out late.
Can't win in the game for life when you always got the ball in your hands and you don't want to pass.
Exactly.
Man,
So let that be a lesson. Always work with the body. Don't be selfish because you will end up like that fellow and lose badly and look terrible in the process.
don't nobody want to be your friend. I know I don't.
Right. Nobody wants to play with that type of person. Nobody wants to work with that type of person. And at the end of the day, it makes everything 10 times more difficult. It makes completing any task you're doing hard. It makes evangelizing to other people hard. Because how can you evangelize to somebody when y'all fighting each other before y'all get there? And then you got people, when you fighting like that, people look at you and you're like, I don't think I want to play because if I could deal with this at home. So
If I could just share one more thing and then we'll close this topic and get to the game. I know you guys ready for it, but we were working at me and Pastor Jenna was working at a place that showed and Pastor J Note was working with us. He was ministering to this young man who always came to him with questions about God, about Christ ideology. So what was the attack? Or no? From Rob. He was just okay. So Pastor J-No was there ministering to him. It's just they just talking in the corner. Here comes was the other guy that passed us. I think. Here comes this other fellow. We'll just call him Tom. Here comes Tom, just out of nowhere. What did he do? Because I saw him from a distance, and I didn't like his demeanor from a distance. Here's Pastor Dano ministering to this man at work because he's asking a question, and here comes Tom. What was he saying?
So just to make the long story short, so like Candace said, I was evangelizing to a fellow coworker, and there was another coworker who, and like this is just just like what we're talking about. There's another coworker there who is of the same beliefs as we are, but because this person, he was part of a different congregation, and they teach different stuff. He felt that what I was telling him wasn't right and that he should interject and to basically tell him what he thought was right. And it just led to a lot of kind of like competition, right? So it became it was starting to turn into a competition. It was like, well, I do this, and it got to the point where the person began to tell the guy that if you if you face any temptation that you're not saved, and that not if you sin, but if you're tempted, then that means you're not saved, and that means you're not filled with the Holy Spirit, because when you get saved, you become perfect,
untouchable.
Right. He began to talk about how you become perfect and you are immune to sin and you never sin again.
Didn't he curse like the next day? But I'm just saying it's not a great.
Well, it was actually earlier that day.
Oh,
and it was weird because I was thinking like, and and I do thank God for delivering me from like wanting to always go back and forth and kind of like because sometimes it's good to just not talk, right? Sometimes it's good to just let God handle the situation. Actually, it's always good to let God handle the situation. But sometimes God don't want you to say nothing. And so, in listening to what the gentleman was telling the guy that I was evangelizing to, you could see it on the guy's face that I was evangelizing to. He was kind of looking at him like that. Like, I may not be saved, but what you saying right now just sounds really weird. And I was thinking, I was like, wow, like there was so many things that happened before this conversation even started that would discredit this whole, this whole spiel. But I didn't say anything because I'm growing. So God was like, no, don't say nothing. Just let him talk. And when he finished, later on that day, the guy kind of pulled me to the side and he was like, "Hey, thanks for, talking to me and whatnot and so forth and so on." And I think that the message went through because I think one of the things that turn non-believers away is when things happen like what could have happened in that situation, right? I could have been like, "No, you're wrong. This is this, and how are you gonna tell you perfect? You just cursed earlier today, so forth." Like, I could have done that, but that would not have helped win the soul, right? Because now, the gentleman that I'm evangelizing to, now he sees two Christians fighting each other instead of evangelizing, and so